Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I am an addiction recovery coach and the host of the Take Your Life Back Today show. As an addiction recovery coach, I want to share this about substance abuse. And mind you, I want to leave an everlasting impact upon you all. So let me be crystal clear. Just imagine being buried alive. Let's say you're in a coffin, but you also know you're not dead. You don't know how to open the coffin and move that weight upon the lid from the dirt. So you think about, maybe should I unsettle the dirt? And maybe someone will be standing by my grave and will notice and start digging their way down towards me to help me. This is what it's like to find yourself at the lowest point of alcohol and drug addiction. You know you need help, you know you can't do it on your own, but you don't know which way to turn. In reality, there are people standing by your grave, but you just don't realize that for sure. You just think you're going to die today. Usually, though, people don't think about death when they're habitually abusing drugs and alcohol. In order to feed an addiction, you have to be great at repressing the fear of death. With this, I leave you with one other thought. Don't be that person in the coffin, alive, looking for help now when it might be too late. Be the person instead that reaches out today while you're watching this. If you have an addiction issue, whether it's drugs, alcohol, gambling, sexual, or if you have low self-esteem, or if you have depression issues, reach out to someone, anyone that is an addiction recovery coach, life coach, therapist, psychologist, anyone, before it's too late. Let someone help you take your life back before your life is gone. People like myself, I'm an addiction recovery coach. You can reach me at 844-405-HELP. I am here at the Take Your Life Back Today show. You can also reach out to people like Larry Geis from the Geis Academy at 516-458-2741. That's 516-458-2741. Larry Geis is an addiction recovery coach, a life coach. He will help you from your addiction to your recovery. He will help you from your depression to happier times. He will help you from your low self-esteem to increase your self-esteem. People like Larry Geis with over 30 years experience in the field will help you take back your life, but you need to reach out to him. Call him at 516-458-2741. You can Google him at www.odysseyconsultant.org. Larry Geis from the Geis Academy is waiting for your phone call. And when you speak to him, tell him that you heard about him on the Take Your Life Back Today show. Folks, if you're watching me and the video seems to be a little fuzzy, not clear, it's not the video, it's not the quality, it's maybe your glasses or your eyes. Now, if you recently had your eyes checked and you have a prescription, go and get it. Because I'm going to tell you about www.globaleyeglasses.com, where you can put your prescription onto their site, pick 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 frames out of their 1,200. Whether you like plastic, metal, full frame, half frame, no frame at all available at globaleyeglasses.com. They have progressive lenses, which are no line bifocals. They have line bifocals. Transition, photochromatic, and polarized lenses. They have the thinner lenses called high index. They have shatterproof lenses for the elderly and our children called polycarbonate. They have anti-reflecting coating, which is for night driving, for glare, and for computer screen glare. They have UV coating, which protects you from the UV rays outside. Anti-scratch coating, which is a scratch resistant, helps protect the lens from scratching. All available at www.globaleyeglasses.com. And the great thing is that they are like your freestanding brick and mortar local optical shop in your neighborhood, only 70% less in cost, approximately 70%. Here's the great thing. Now, I am the addiction recovery coach. I'm your host, but I also have 30 years of experience in the optometry business. This is why I advertise for Global Eyeglasses, because I want my audience to be able to see my videos clearer, and I will give you my expertise if you call me and you need help with your order. If you need help picking the right frame or the right lenses, just call me or text me. You can text and call me at 631-599-0218. I will help you with your order. But go to www.globaleyeglasses.com. Let them focus on saving you money. Today's topic, 8 reasons you should be happy when you fail. And that's kind of weird to even think about, because when you fail, who's happy when they fail? But I'll give you 8 reasons to be happy when you fail. Have you failed at something lately? Everyone has. I know I have. If you have, great job. There isn't anyone on this planet who can truthfully say they haven't failed at something at some point or any point of their life. Failing is a natural part of growing, maturing, and developing process of us, the human race. We fail because we are growing, we are exploring, and we want solutions to life's problems. We were meant to be curious, and curiosity will eventually lead us to success, but failure is a part of it all. Unfortunately, we were taught that our failures were a sign of weakness, bad luck, and bad attempts at trying to improve our lives. The very same mistakes that are a sign of our ongoing attempt at living have been used to discourage and undermine our efforts to become better people. Whenever we fail, we are tempted to fall apart, get down on ourselves, and feel like our lives are coming to an end. Our life is over. We question our intelligence and reasons for doing what we did in the first place. Failure is an event, not a person. Quote unquote, by Zig Ziglar. Since we all make mistakes, you must remember that the mistake is never the issue. It's the way you choose to deal with your emotions. And when you do, deal with them in a positive way. You feel bad when you fail, and that's normal, but giving up on your dreams is never the right thing to do. I am now going to discuss 8 steps that will help you free from the fear of making mistakes and assist you forgiving yourselves when you do make a mistake. And number 1 on my list is, if you are not making mistakes, you're not trying hard enough. To improve and succeed at any task, you must be willing to take the risk, and taking risks mean you probably will fail. It is only natural for you to feel bad when you do, but you must remember this. That is a sign that you're making an attempt to find solutions in life's problems. Do not dwell on those mistakes, but use them as learning tools, as springboards to the next lesson to be learned. Learn lessons and move on. If you learn the lessons from your mistakes, you won't make them again. Believe me. And you will become stronger, wiser, and more experienced. Number 2, everybody makes mistakes. That's right, even you. I know I do, each and every day. As human beings, we are bound to mess up, and that does not include anyone. There are no roadmaps for dealing with life. We live our lives by trial and error. So we will make mistakes. Even if someone else has done the job before, to take it to another level, and you run the risk of making a mistake. Do not be deterred by that, but view it as an indication that you are on something, and something special. Look at what you have done and work harder. But please don't give up. You will eventually succeed if you do not quit. Don't give up. Number 3, your failures are the signs that you are improving. When you find that you are making mistakes, doing the right thing, do not become disheartened. It could mean that you are on the right track. Be encouraged, motivated, knowing that your mistakes are helping you to become better at what you're doing. You will become stronger and more knowledgeable each and every time you make a mistake. Work hard to make sure your mistakes are better each and every time. Number 4, your failure means you are courageous. It takes courage to make an attempt at something that you have no idea will work at all. You are investing your time, energy, money into something that you have no idea what the results might be. Even though you might have failed, the fact that you gave it everything you've got says a lot about you. And it says a lot about you, who you are as a person. Being courageous doesn't mean you won't be afraid. We all are. It only means, though, you are scared to death if you're courageous enough to make an attempt. Number 5, your failures make you much stronger. After you failed a few times, you would have become so much more resilient. When you have failed, it is normal to be discouraged, frustrated, and even angry, but you choose to get over the disappointment and anger when you realize how much stronger you've become because of your mistakes. You will also be more determined to succeed and to prove yourself and others that you can indeed succeed. Winners are not afraid of losing, but losers are. Failures is a part of the process of success. People who avoid failure also avoid success. Number 6, your failures help you to grow. When you have failed and you have gotten over your disappointment, you are much more likely to dig deeper within your strength that you didn't even know you had. You will realize that you are truly made of and how resilient you really are. To become stronger and to grow, you have to go through the failure phases over and over and over again. Failures help you move away from what is comfortable to get out of your own comfort zone. Many of us understand that sometimes things happen for a reason, and even though we have failed, the reason aren't necessarily clear at the time, but we know it does happen for a reason. People who are open will understand that their failure offers several other opportunities for them. You must be willing to see opportunities and go right after them. Failure is just one door closing with many more doors waiting to be opened in your life. Failure is never the end of your dream, but the beginning of something bigger and better. Number 7, your failures provide an opportunity for you to learn new things. Look at some of the most important people in history and see how they viewed failure. Thomas Edison said he didn't fail, he only found thousands of ways to solve the problem. He was saying he was learning several other ways to solve the same problem. This is the mentality you should start developing. Failure is not the end of an opportunity to learn something new and to try another method to solve the problem. Number 8, your failure provides you with solutions you never saw coming. They're coming out of left field. If you never try, you will never know if your failures will work or not. If you do not try, you will never know that you have failed either. But it is better to have failed than to have regrets that you didn't even try. Sometimes you are attempting to achieve something, but the result is something totally different and even greater. Sometimes your failures turn out to be your best success stories. You will fail and continue to fail as long as you are prepared to attempt something foreign to you, but not to give up. Use your failures as stepping stones towards your goals as normal course of life, and they should never be seen as misfortunes. Use your failures as opportunities for growth. Those are the 8 reasons why you should be happy when you fail. Number 1 was, if you're not making mistakes, you're not trying hard enough. Because in order to make a mistake, you have to try something first. And if you continuously stay in your comfort zone, you'll never go any further than where you are today. So try something new. If you fail, try it again. If you fail again, try it again, or try something different. Number 2 was, everybody makes mistakes. Every single person. The Pope even makes mistakes. We as humans and as such make mistakes. Number 3, your failures are signs you are improving. When you find that you're making mistakes, doing the right thing, do not become disheartened. It could mean that you are on the right track. Be encouraged and motivated, knowing that your mistakes are helping you to become better at what you are doing, because you're trying over and over. Number 4 was, your failure means you are very courageous. It takes courage to attempt at something that you have no idea will work. So you already have the courage because you're attempting. You're going outside your comfort zone. So congratulations, you're very courageous. Number 5, your failures make you much stronger. After you have failed a few times, you would have to become so much more resilient. When you have failed, it is normal to be discouraged, frustrated, and even angry. But if you choose to get over your disappointment and anger, you will realize how much stronger now you have become. Number 6, your failures help you to grow. When you have failed and you have gotten over your disappointment, you are much more likely to dig deeper within your strength you didn't even know you had. You will realize that you truly made of and how resilient you are, and you become stronger. Number 7 was, your failures provide an opportunity for you to learn new things, because we all need to get out of our comfort zone. If we all kind of just stayed still, stagnant in our own life each and every day without trying different things, we'd all pretty much have nothing else to look forward to. But when you try new things, no matter what it might be, an instrument, art, sports, you're not going to be great in the beginning, but you will become better when you try and try. Each time you try, you might fail, but that is making you stronger. Last but not least was number 8. Your failure provides you with other solutions you never saw coming. If you've never tried, you will never know if your ideas will work or not. If you do not try, you will never know what you have failed either. But it is better to have failed than to have regrets that you didn't even try. Sometimes you are attempting to achieve something, but the result is something totally different, but even greater than you thought. Sometimes your failures turn out to be your best success stories. You will fail and continue to fail as long as you are prepared to attempt something foreign, as long as you're prepared to go out of your comfort zone. Use your failures as stepping stone to your goals as a normal course of life, and they should never, ever be seen as misfortunes. Use your failures as opportunities for further growth. We all try things and we all fail. But we all need to dust our knees, stand straight up, and try again. How many times did I fail at sobriety before I finally was able to succeed at it? I failed at least 5-6 times that I promised everyone, and including myself, that I would never ever drink again. A thing called relapse, falling off the wagon you might want to call it, happened those times. That was just the beginning, because all those failures made me stronger at the end. And a few years later, here I am, sitting before you as an addiction recovery coach, a life coach, a host of the Take Back Your Life show. I am here to tell you that there is hope for each and every one of us. Each and every one, no matter what you might fail at, there is hope. Believe in yourself. Believe that God exists and that God is standing right next to you, and ask God to guide and direct you. And He will guide and direct you. I promise you that. But you need to reach out to Him. Remember, God created you. God created an infant that was so 100% perfect. And it was you and me that decided to change our lives than what God created. Sometimes it's not purposely done, sometimes it is. Addictions, alcoholism, drug addiction, those are diseases. Sometimes they come from within family genes, sometimes it can come from other places, but they're diseases. And like any disease, whether it being cancer, diabetes, treatment is necessary. The treatment for drug abuse and alcoholism are 2 things. God is number 1, and your willingness to change. And mind you, you might fail at 1, 2, 3, 10 times before it really happens. And it is totally up to God when you do succeed. Don't try to succeed on your own. Ask God for guidance and direction, and I promise you, better days are ahead. I hope to God, no matter where you are, you have a sober day today, a great day today. But I hope and I pray, no matter where you are, that you have the best day of your life. And remember, today is Christmas Day. Christmas Day. Merry Christmas to all you folks. Let us all make a New Year's resolution to start in so many different ways, and let us make resolutions that we can keep. One resolution that you should be able to keep automatically, and that is love one another, care for one another, make peace with one another. Those are all easy. It's all here and in your heart. Merry Christmas to all my audience members. Merry Christmas to anyone that's just peeking through YouTube and happen to come across my video. May you all have a peaceful Christmas, and I'll see you at the next time on the next show, and may God bless you.